Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Kevin, Lisa,
Hi.
hugging you both.
Hugs, hugs, hugs.
I'm already getting emotional. So we've been crying all morning. Yes, Pamela, we'll go ahead and put that up. And
Jeff.
so, Jeff, thank you. Blessings to you. Yeah, I can't even with this. Kevin, I think you nailed it. It's hard not to take this personal. The mass shooting in Colorado, and because one of us being targeted or hits all of us and makes us all vulnerable all over again. And we know in the back of our minds we're always a little vulnerable, and we're always a little bit like on alert whenever we go out or do anything. And so then we create our own little space, the Q Club or whatever it's in your town. So we're not pushing our agenda on everybody else or whatever, if it, so we find our own little spot, and then someone comes into our house and into our house and takes our lives and destroys. That's where I'm at with it. And Kevin, I know that you're carrying the weight too. Most of us are, but
yeah, it's hard. It's like I was saying that it's hard not to take it personal. And I talk the talk and I try to live that life of finding good in everything and the reason and the lesson. But I'm left empty in this.
yeah.
And it's like a wound, and we carry it and we keep doing this. And it's like, when do we do better? When do we do better in this? And so my heart breaks for the people who were, I don't know the details. And I mean, that's less important to me. The tragedy and the detail that it occurred again, and it just keeps happening again and again. It's like, why? I'm just left with that why. And it's not like I'm even searching for the answer to that why. None of us are separate from it. And so we, again, carry this. And that's where it's like Debbie said, this is family. And so we can show our vulnerability, and we can show our upset, and we can come together and ask that same question and be left with no answer. And yet that's how we continue to move forward. And so in that, I just appreciate that this is my reality to have you both and everybody in the chat family to feel this, and to, the one part is that we don't have to hold on to this. And so in that feeling of personal, we can still surrender it. And that does give me comfort. So my heart goes out to the families that have been impacted.
And in regards to this family here, and the love and the hugs and the linking in together, super important, super supportive. And that's why we got on today, you guys, because to be with you all and have that family support. But again, in regards to the family that in Colorado Springs, they're very close. It's a close-knit family there. And so in regards to the community, so I expect nothing less than a whole coming together in regards to this. But
I'm just flip-flopping between anger and sadness. It's like
Mhm.
I'm pissed one second, and then
Mhm.
it's heartbreaking.
yeah,
The deliberacy of that, to think that somebody can really put those pieces together and wake up that day and say, this is what I'm going to do.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know where that comes from, and
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go. I'm
understand
gonna
it.
go in their house where
Mhm.
yeah. Jeff says, "I am empty as it is outside. The world feels far removed, yet spins so fast and runs away from me."
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, Jeff. I so the suspect is a 22-year-old. Obviously, his narrative of hate and that has been created, and that his constructs and narratives and he lived by um, spilled over. Um, I Yeah, I don't know if I know Jeff asked if we thought maybe he was closeted himself, and
I don't care.
yeah,
Mhm.
right, and
Don't
see that's here's the issue with that, because I at this moment, and I know Jeff, you're with me on this. I can't even give him
Mhm.
that right
Mhm.
now. He may be suffering in whatever he's suffering with. I could give a fuck right now. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm at in the moment. Ask me next week
Mhm.
where I'm not sitting,
Maybe next week.
maybe next week where I'm not sitting in the pain of the grief.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm still waiting to hear back from the community,
Mhm.
who was involved. Um, I, do I personally know any of them? Like that. So um, again, like I said, we're pretty close knit, but it's still kind of I haven't heard back from anybody yet, so that scares me too. But right now, this was done in hate. Whether he is closeted himself, it was still done in hate, right? So
And I think what's beautiful in this moment for me is that I know your granddaughter came into the room a little bit earlier, and it's so perfect, Debbie, because that's the opportunity to make change, is what
yeah,
Spirit's saying. And so that's not by mistake that she's there, and we can hear her, because
mhm,
we can be the leaders in that, to be the demonstration of,
yeah,
of love. You always say that, leading with love. So I guess there is room for reminder, lesson. I don't know what to call it. I might not be good with my words right now, but that just gives me peace to hear that.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Let, let the change start here.
Mhm.
Grow the love. Ah, all right. Well, before we get started, I do want to just spend a moment with this, and we can just silently sit in the energy, because there's a lot of grief out there, and we need the empaths to help carry this with us, and then, but don't hold on to it. Release it. Make sure to release.
Mhm.
But let's sit in this and send love and light within within that community, this community, and this situation. So let's just spend a moment here before we get started. Love and light. And so it is. Thank you, everyone.
Mm.
All right. I want to start that little poem that you wrote, Jeff.
Great.
I'll go back and start, I guess. That was starting. Okay.
Can I just read something?
Yes, please.
It was so interesting. So a few times that I've attended the college in the UK, the last time that I went was coming up, I think 3 years ago in January. And I took a program that was all around healing and spiritual healing. And so when we were finished the program, they gave us this collection of little cards that were blessed from all the healers from the Arthur Findlay College. And so Spirit said to grab it this morning, and I did, and I forgot about it. And as we were in that moment, they said to pull one of the cards. So if I could share that, I'll just show my hands are shaky, but just in that brilliance, in that connection that we all are. And as we come together, it says, inner peace brings healing power. Be still and feel the breath of God. Feel the unconditional love and smile. And so just letting that really shine upon all of us in this moment, and just really feeling that peace when it's hard. So
yes, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Spirit.
Yeah.
Miter says Miter's having a hard time not crying. I would say go ahead and cry, because you're helping others. You're helping others release, because it's a lot of grief right now.
Tears are healing.
Yeah. You're helping others with releasing that. So but yeah, beautiful. I have to fix my shade. It fell real quick.
Sure.
But we can so welcome everyone.
That light's coming in, Dodie.
The light is coming in big time. It fell. So but welcome everyone. Thank you for being with us today. And what we're going to get to the dice. I did bring them with me, so here they are. And so go ahead and start putting some questions in the chat, and we'll start starring them so we have them. So when we roll the dice, we can read them. So we have political, ET, current, cultural,
personal.
That's right, personal. And I think that's it. So those are on the dice, and let me fix that real quick.
Sounds good.
I'm looking.
Oh yeah, you've got the starring power.
I've got the power.
I like that song. But who was it?
I got the power. Oh, I got the power.
Yeah,
who did sing that?
It's a good tune. Like, wasn't Technotronic, was it?
Might be.
Oh my goodness.
I know. We're going to get that together.
Wow.
Boogie.
So yes, I got the power, Rondeau. Yeah, that's gonna be in your head all day. Many of us.
He could break my heart.
Totally. Good morning, Karen.
And guys, put your questions, if you don't mind, in all caps, and put little emojis so I'll know.
I can't wait till those things come.
I'm already getting a couple in here. Yeah, Pamela, I'm trying. I'm either raising the vibration of music or I'm leveling it out. I don't know. It's a matter of opinion.
We'll take our chances.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Yes, thank you all for being here, like Viv said. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hugs to Teresa.
Okay. I think we're all fixed. Yeah, that's a little better. That's super bright.
Are you good?
We just had a little concert while you were gone.
I heard it.
Wasn't it? It was lovely, right?
Yeah, that's the exact song that was in my head.
Yeah.
Raising that vibration with we got the
Yeah.
power.
Isn't
That's
it
what it
getting
is.
kind of busy? Isn't that part of the lyrics too? Getting kind of busy, getting kind of no.
I don't know. You know, that was
Lisa,
a time
you
when there were
know.
about 10 songs that all sounded about the same. So
Totally.
All right. Oh yeah, Twitter. Oh my God, they let 45 back on Twitter.
I know. Come on.
Other news of
Oh heavens.
yeah, so he's back on Twitter, which we all knew that was going to happen. It's just like I don't know why anybody aligns themselves with that madness. That madness takes you down every time.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Okay. Oh, that's a good question, Jeff.
Oh, there you go. Miter got it. It's getting kind of hectic.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nailed it. All right.
Getting kind of hectic. All right. Yeah. And so we have current and current or personal. So throw that up there and we will dive in. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Lisa, right now for you.
And I'm trying really hard over here. I think I've missed a couple, but I'm going back up to see. Chat's kind of hopping around on me here.
So did anybody say personal or?
I saw current.
Current.
Yeah,
Okay. Current it is.
I'm still starring things in here, so
Okay.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Grab whatever you see that looks like a current.
Okay, here's our first current one. It looks like in here.
Look at all those fives.
Jeffrey, thank you. Blessings to you. Hugs.
So good.
Appreciate you. Unique one. I love that. Own it. Own it. Suzanne,
thank you,
blessings to
Suzanne.
you. Thank you.
That's kind.
Okay. When you're less informed and misinformed, weakness weakens our power. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Looks like Rondaroo has a question there. Oh, did it go away? Oh, you got it. Okay. Unique one. Will Iran execute the imprisoned rioters? Well, some have already been executed.
Yeah.
I got that right away. It's just so devastating. These people are young people.
Hello, Ellie.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm on a live stream. Hi, beautiful to see you. Hold on.
I need it. For your check.
It's a party. Kitty party.
Yeah, totally.
Right
perfect.
on.
I love it.
I want to do the kitty party instead of reading on this question.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let me try to. I mean, Debbie nailed that. Yeah, they've already executed someone. A couple, a few. Let's see here. No baby yet.
No baby yet.
No baby. Still waiting. The baby wants to make an entrance, I believe. A big grand entrance.
Totally.
All right. Well, I think it's interesting. My very first card I got, it was the Wheel of Fortune. And that immediately, I mean, I don't know if I'm just because of the climate today, I'm kind of in shooting mode, but I'm thinking of like roulette, playing a game of roulette, like with a weapon. However it is that they execute by whatever means. Yeah, I do. I mean, will all of them be? I don't know, but it's definitely something that's already taken place, and it's still in the process. Is what I'm feeling, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I also got the Three of Wands along with the Eight of Cups. It's a weird combination, but those together kind of made me think along the lines of negotiations.
Mm.
I don't know if that means maybe there will be some way to, use them as pawns somehow. I don't know what that would entail, but there's a plan of some sort, I think. But I keep going back to the roulette. I think that it's a very dangerous situation for them, definitely.
Yeah. I got similar. I don't get a good feeling. I went to the pendulum and I did get a yes on it. I pulled the tidying house. I got the perspective card upside down, which I thought was really curious in that. So just feeling into the energy, how things can be just seen so different. I do feel things will be exposed, so that it will come out. And then as far as a timeline or a yes or no, there's wait and kind of proceed with caution. So in it feels like an awareness of being on a stage where people are watching, and then the consequences of that. So I'm hoping with that energy, things will shift so that they do not. So that's what I'm getting.
One thing that my spirit team is bringing in pretty clearly is that, and it's not. I don't say this lightly because it's still horrifying. But a lot of people came in at this. A lot of people there came in to during this shift. We always ask, why did we come at this time? What was I thinking? I signed up for this, but they did. Maybe Mark, Etha. But so to bring a shift in there. And so because we are in a big global shift, we all know that we're all going through it. We it's happening here at a certain level. It's happening everywhere. And as we push through this, and it's almost like it has to get worse before it finally busts open and we're on the other side of it. But I feel like there's a forward movement here. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't look like it. These people are sacrificing themselves in order to bring change. One of the first times I feel like we saw it literally play out in front of our eyes was what is that called? Tsunami Square. What was that square called? Where the guy stood in front of the tank in protest.
Oh yeah,
Something like that.
Something square. I know that someone's going to save me here in the family. Anyway, we saw it play out like that, right? We finally saw that and the more that it's visible, and the more it's thank you, Tiananmen Square. Yeah, Tiananmen Square.
Yeah. It's in that Sound of Silence song.
So, however, another thing they're saying is don't believe in everything that we're hearing. I think it's worse than we think, or we've been hearing, or we're holding. I don't. There's a. It's. But this is it. It's just it's the time. This is the time that this has to happen. So I have the. It says strangely perfect timing and storm and fury. So this is all taking place right now for upward. This is Excelsior, which means forward movement, forward and upward movement So it needs to take place. But the one thing they want us to know is believe nothing that you hear and only half of what you see. So I just feel like we're not getting the whole story here. Of course, that's why we're asking.
Mhm.
But what we're getting here is, things are already happening. I mean, I just, my heart will put this on the prayer list for afterwards too, because my heart goes to these kids that are standing up for basic human rights. So, and a little bit of freedom there. So that's what I'm getting on this end. So
Yeah.
there's beautiful Aiden.
Hi,
Aiden. Nice to see you.
Right, Teresa? Okay. Yeah.
All right. Roll those dice.
Roll the bones.
Roll the
Roll the
bones.
bones.
Roll the bones.
Roll 'em. Let's go.
I think, the other day there literally I was doing the mind numbing TikTok. Someone really has bones. They literally throw bones. Miter, thank you. Blessings to you.
Thanks,
Very
Miter.
kind.
Thanks, Miter.
ET or political? So I'll go in here and
thank you, Linda.
Thanks, Linda. Linda Ware. Yes, bone throw.
Suzanne said E.T.
ET. Okay.
All right.
All right. Jeff has the first one in there. Everybody said, I didn't see what did someone. Oh, Linda, thank you. Blessings. Oh, love, love, love. Okay. Okay. Is this UFO that landed in Saudi Arabia the beginning of our ET friends' big reveal? Terry, you got right. Tiananmen Square. Right. Okay. Is this the beginning of the big reveal? Slowly but surely, right? Over the next 5 years. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about this. So what happened? Early dice was made from bones.
I don't know the details of it, but there was a sighting and supposedly a landing. So.
Oh, really? Anybody? Anyone?
Yeah, how recent? This is the first time hearing this.
Any details, guys? Or I can do a Google over here.
I'm in, where was it? Arabia?
Yeah, Miter. What? UFO landed in Saudi Arabia? I'm behind in the news. Me too.
Well, in 2019, let's see. I'm getting one in the December in 2019.
There's no luck with Google from Teresa Ford in there.
Karen Starseed, are you still here?
All right, Jeff, let us know, but where we can look. I know, Karen, where are you when we need you? What is this happening? Anyways, there was one in 2019. Either way, so we can still. I mean, obviously, we're still going to read on it, and let's just see if was this touchdown part of what was is it opening the gateway to make it more normalized?
I'm still waiting to hear from Karen. You know, she's got some ET on speed dial somewhere.
Totally
Over there.
does.
Yeah,
She has the direct number.
Right, Karen?
Oh,
Make a call. Tell us.
she's dispatching as we speak.
Totally.
Okay, I love this.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Yes, I'm getting, yeah. I 100% I'm getting a yes on this. Okay, wow. I'm getting chills on this one.
Okay.
You're like, okay, well,
Mhm.
you.
Go for it.
Yeah, so here they are. They came. Here they are coming in,
All
right?
right.
And it's like we came here to help turn the lights on or lights off. It says lights off, but either way, it doesn't matter. Came here to help, and the timing is good. Next right thing here. You have
Oh, did I do that?
yeah, you did.
Did I do that? Sorry.
Centering into true north in this connection. So yes, and kind of they've been doing the back room meetups, but they're coming out of the back rooms here, and this is truly divine and the right path with that 1111 there, and acceptance is the answer here. They're helping us accept. So Jeff, I can't even think that we could even get better. I mean, mic drop. No one's dropping the mic.
I did a simulated drop over
Okay,
here.
so okay, thank you. This is the outcome. 1111 and acceptance is the answer. I mean, you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're here to help, and yeah, they're coming out of the closet. Sarah.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure where to go with this. I did draw 3 cards, and they do look very inspirational. In fact, one is the 9 of inspiration, which is the equivalent of the 9 of wands. And that sure looks like some kind of a breakthrough there, something kind of swooping in a very positive way. So that's how I feel with that card. And I got the 9 of emotions, 9 of cups. And this is kind of what always feels like my raising of the vibrations card. So there's a lot of that happening too. So that's part of the plan. So it should seem. My last one I got is the Muse of Voices. It's like the King of Swords. And it kind of looks like something kind of whimsical blowing in.
There you go.
I think, I mean, I don't feel bad about it at all. I feel very good about it.
Mhm. I'll just quickly echo. I got the yes card, and that I got the baby steps card. So there is still that. When Debbie, I think you said 3 to 5 years. That feels like the time frame. Just feeling into it, there is that anticipation. Kind of just waiting for that. Okay, that's the moon. That's interesting. They're saying that that's the moon. So in that anticipation, I feel the duality of that on both sides, and the placement or the activation that's happening is intentional. So where they are placing their attention, their what's the word I'm looking for? Where they're landing, where they're focusing on is intentional. So it has to do with the ley lines, the energy. So it's just not random in that, it feels strategic. So yeah, I would say yes, 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 yes. It is unveiling.
Awesome. Terry's like, yeah, they say it's been video. Yeah, they always say that, Terry, don't they? But yeah, that definitely, Saudi Arabia, wherever. This is just an overall message here, I think. And
Yeah.
thank you for the question, Jeff. And I just super appreciate all the contacts and all the texting and messaging I'm getting today to make sure I'm safe from what happened in Colorado Springs. I have to say, you probably wouldn't find me there on a Saturday night, clubbing away. I think the last time I went there at night was when I turned 55, I wanted to go dancing. But I did often go to Club Q on Sundays to support the drag shows and football. So we'd watch football and they'd have a drag show. And so I went in support of that. So that was always fun. But yeah, I've been there many times. It's just, I'm on the other side of clubbing at night. Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Free bird!
Yes, William. Yeah, William.
She's waving her oracle cards in the air. Hey. Pendulum.
Hey. I'm not opposed to going, but it's not something I would do on a weekly, right?
So good.
Yeah, William, it's so awful. And if you guys are just coming in at the beginning of the show, we did spend some time sitting in the energy of what happened in Colorado Springs last night, and had some time of prayer for it. So if you want to join that, just at the end of this, go back to the beginning of the show here. So moving forward, here we go. All right, so here we go. Rolling the dice. Oh, well, it's a cultural question. 2 culturals come out.
Culture.
So let me take a look, see what we got. I think I did see something that looked like cultural.
Cultural. That's culture squared.
Culture squared.
Yeah. Thanks, Nancy.
Aw, I agree.
What did Nancy say? You guys got to say it. When I'm in the start, I can't see.
Lisa's a cutie patootie.
Oh, yes, she is.
Thanks, guys. You all were blinded by all that good dancing I was doing. That's what
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne. Wayne is choosing culture.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Well, that settles it. Yeah.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw. Okay, here we go. This is a cultural one, I think.
Oh, good one.
Guns are cultural, right?
Did I say that out loud?
What'd you say?
I just
All right. Sweet and salty. 11/11. When will Congress ban guns? When will Congress ban guns? You know, it's like what my spirit team is bringing in is the analogy of when I was stalked for, I don't know, like 15 years. It was, I don't even want to talk about it, but anyway, long story. It literally is a thing, you guys, and it's horrible, and it really dictated my life. But anyway, they're bringing that in because every time you call the police, there's nothing they can do unless there's something happens. Really? Like, here's all the evidence. I have all this, data, whatever. Nothing they can do until something happens. And so they're bringing that analogy in on this gun thing. So every time something happens, like last night, it becomes a soundbite for them. And it kind of puts the fire under their asses to start pushing some agenda, right? So, unfortunately, until, this kind of stuff continues to happen, it's hard to push things through. But they can push it through if it's a passionate thing at the time. So, first of all, that's what my spirit team was bringing in initially here. But let me go ahead and you guys go.
Let's see.
My feeling is I'm not getting an answer on it. I don't think there's going to be a full 100% ban on guns. I think it's a matter of, okay, I did the deck of character because I wasn't sure where to go with this. I got poet, and I hardly ever get this card really. But when you look at him, he's got his little book. I feel like it's really something that's going to have to be thumbed through literally, with the legalities of everything and the, maybe a change with the penalization of different things and change in, how the guns are distributed. And do you have to have the guns that wipe out a whole population? That's not necessary. I mean, it's almost like, okay, we're fine. We're not going to take your guns away, guys, but you don't need the one that's going to, blow up a whole town. So I think it's going to be a lot of that because you got to do either or, some or all. It's all this really meticulous wording of something. It's going to happen to have it make sense. I got leap, I got door. I'm not sure what that means, but I did get weirdo. Maybe it all boils down to, are we talking about psychological stuff? I know that's already been on the table. People talking about how, making sure somebody's mentally stable enough to get their gun. But my whole thing is you got to start somewhere. I mean, I may come across like I'm just pretty across the board okay, but who's to say tomorrow? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not saying that. Sorry, YouTube. But my point is, somebody's got to start somewhere. They might have a perfect record up until that day. And that's something to pay attention to. You just don't know. So just with the guns themselves, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe some, but not all guns. No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kevin.
Perfect. The pendulum, I got a very strong no in direction or in relation to like a full ban. But as I dug a little deeper, I pulled the yes card. And so in that, I've got a few cards here, the heart home. So the compassion around it. And then the benefactor, which is the grace and generosity. So I feel like there is an energy that is pushing for that change. It's being faced with the fear card. And then again, that upside down perspective. So in that, it just feels like this, the two pressures and the volcano is going to erupt in that. The outcome is the luck card. So I do feel that there is an energy of better than it is, a full ban, no, but yes, some changes in it to really address some of those big things that just seem, I don't even know, barbaric, archaic, ridiculous. It goes without saying. So in that, I do feel that the change will start to happen. Yeah, there will be some change in that. So that feels good.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. I absolutely feel that there's going to be some positive direction in it. Going after those assault weapons for sure. The military.
Yeah, I mean, who needs that?
The police don't even have that. You know what I mean? You don't.
And some of the police don't even need them. I mean, they don't even need the guns they do have.
Yeah. So this is gonna be kind of a. Well, there's Karen. Karen, where were you when we needed you to answer an ET question? Starseed. Yeah, so it's going to be some time. So we're going to get a little done, see a little bit done, but not everything we want, but a little, some stuff they're going to be able to pull through there. It's going to take time. But they are focusing in on some specific things here. Yeah, I do like to see that Sky Daddy's involved here.
Mm.
Always love to have Sky Daddy involved. But yeah, the thing is, so I'm reading in layers. I'm making my way through Boston. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, wow.
All right, so the thing with this is, with these two cards together, we're up against that money thing, right? The money game, the gun people, the money people, and is it the NRA or whatever? You guys have the language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what we're up against, and they're like, "Oh no, we want to hold on to what we want to hold our ground here, right?" So, but so because of that, we can only get a little bit done at a time, because there's people with the money.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be nice, sweet and salty? I don't think they help us with stuff like this. But oh, it sounds like they're playing hide and seek out there.
Aw.
I want to play.
Yeah, can we join? We interrupt this program.
Sorry, guys.
The group hide and seek. Amazing. And 222 in the chat. Thank you to each and every one of you.
Oh, the 222. Yay.
Nice.
The best.
I think my beautiful partner is watching in the background. Hi.
Beautiful partner.
So good.
All right. So moving on, we are gonna roll the dice. So we're gonna put this one on the prayer list. So I'm gonna keep it starred. Yeah. And we have another cultural or ET.
Okay.
On the dice.
And the winner is yes,
Thank you, Suzanne. Suzanne's shooting us some hugs. Shannon. Yay.
Aww.
We need the hugs today.
E.T. Starseed was quick on.
Oh, she made it for that one, didn't she? Well, moving through Boston.
Amazing.
Driving through. Karen says, if you can't see the chat, Shannon, Karen says she misses you. Karen used to be our neighbor. And
like literally?
Literally, yeah. I love and miss you, beautiful. She says to you, partner. All right. She said partner. I said Shannon. I don't think anybody can. She's giving me a thumbs up on the phone. She gave you a thumbs up, Karen, there. All right. What did we pick? I got two.
E.T. Karen.
E.T. Okay. Yeah. We have a lot of those questions here. All right. Karen, you on for the ET question? I thought I had a lot of ET questions. I had two. Here. Oh, see, I have 3 ET questions, and they all had to do with the landing of the UFO in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
That's funny, you guys.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, I have lots of ET questions. I don't have any ET questions.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pick another one, and we're just going to go with it. And we're going to pick this one because it's cultural. And that was the other choice. All right, here we go. Terry, giving you a big hug. Will indigenous tribes in African Americans receive reparations from the U.S. government. It's so hard to wow. This is deep, Terry. My spirit team is taking me deep in this. It is. There's a lot of layers to this.
I'm not feeling it's going to happen. If it should happen, it's not going to happen at the same time. It'll be one or the other first. And I'm actually leaning more toward indigenous. Should it happen?
Yeah.
But so far, my cards are showing it not happening right off.
That's been unfolding in Canada, where I am.
Yep.
Literally as we speak. So
Good.
It is deep and it is very layered.
So Shannon says that in some areas, like colleges, they are giving free education and public apologies. That's a start. I do feel there was so much horrible done to both of these peoples. I mean, just here we are with the indigenous tribes and the African Americans, the whole history here. Here it is in a nutshell, 100%. It's kind of like when you win a murder, you win a trial of a murderer who killed your child, and you win, and they give you money. Like that just happened, right? Some people got money from whatever, and it doesn't. Here's your $1 million. Well, okay, thank you. It doesn't take care of this, but it's the whole action of first starting up and saying, I am sorry. I am whatever that public thing, taking responsibility, and moving forward with that. So I do feel that's happening. And I think it's going to start, we're going to start seeing that happen more. Bringing balance back, and you have both the Three of Cups and connection. But guess what, guys? It's really hard when the country is split in fucking half, when you have half of it still prejudiced and racist and as hell, and think I'm a white nationalist person and this is my land. When you still are fighting that, it's really hard to break through this.
Yeah.
Right? We can do it because we were like, yeah, but when you're still fighting that, it's really hard to fully accept and honor the apologies and here's this and here's that.
It's a touchy topic.
It's a touchy topic, and
I have like 200 things I'd love to say about this.
I know. I can't wait to hear from you.
But that's a whole other live stream. Maybe I'll do one day. But
yes, we need to do
here's
that.
the thing, though. With my cards on this question, I did get the Four of Voices, Four of Swords. And then I got Awakening. So I think, I'm not even going to show the rest of my cards. I think a lot of it is based upon just these two things. I think it is based upon healing and growing. And I think there's a fine line between the two. I think that there's still so much healing that needs to be done. And there's so much more awareness that needs to be brought forth. And I think that the fact that it's something that's so, a lot of people who are alive right now, they're either just learning about what has happened in the past, or they don't even have a clue about what happened in the past. So they don't understand. It doesn't register these apologies. And it's like, why am I sorry? I wasn't here, that kind of stuff. And then speaking as a minority, to receive an apology, it's kind of like, well, that's a little bit too little too late, because look at what my family's been through, through the years. I've heard the stories. I've got stories, guys, but I was fortunate enough to be separated from, they made damn sure I didn't have to experience all this stuff. So that's why all the current events are blowing me away, because I'm experiencing all the same shit that they did back then. So that's going on. Okay, back to the question. I do think, to answer the question, I think it's something that's being worked on. I love that Shannon threw in her input on that. Apparently something is in the works. I do feel like the indigenous people will probably get a little bit more ahead on it than African Americans. And that's not me being weird on any level. I really feel that might be the case, but there's a direction. We're headed in a direction. So that's good. And something good's happening, because I'm getting angry. So that means something's changing. So that's good. So for me to get fired up on it, that means things are moving. So that's good.
Fired up.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I pulled 48 cards, so it does feel like a complete, I won't show all the 48 cards. I'm being a little sarcastic, but the energy, the overarching energy in it is, yes, there is that. And Debbie, when you were talking about those, the energy of the people that are still trying to suppress and be in that really like diminishing, not acknowledging, coming from that place of forcefulness of fix and change, and not being in the surrender of just listening. And so in that, I can feel a stronger energy of new beginning. So in it, there is that change is going to happen. I pulled a couple of cards. There's Grandmother Earth, which is just, to me, it's that ancestral tie. So sometimes when we're not directly impacted, we can still feel impacted from it. So there's that gathering of the tribe, which I think is a really beautiful energy that is creating the flow for that kind of new moon. And in it, it's happening. So around the world, they're starting to, that shift of the energy from that suppressive to that more just rise of truth and reconciliation. It is happening. So yes, will it happen overnight? No. And will it happen for everybody and all of those impacted? In increments. And so it is the energy of being in that hopefulness of that change to happen. So yes, it to me, it's a full body yes. And the last card, they're saying this one is important too. It's that karmic relationship. So now we're coming back into the shift in that. So karmically, there's that layer of it. So like you said, Debbie, there's so many layers to it.
So many layers.
And Lisa, that anger, I think, is actually instrumental in it. You know what I mean? Because that can
let's push that through. Let's use that. Keep talking, keep it out in the open. I asked for one more card from my spirit team, and I started crying when I saw it. It says, until all are free, none are free.
Yeah. Wow.
And in regards to this, I thought it was spot on.
And it's 11/11.
And it's freaking 11/11. Oh my God.
Yeah. There you go.
Terry, thank you for this. This is just another one I'm going to keep on the prayer list. I'm keeping it starred for the prayer time. Yeah. Big one. And yes, Lisa, let's run over to your channel at some point and have this discussion. Let's talk this out.
We could do that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm looking for a question, but there's no. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so Politics are cultural, guys. Politics are cultural. And I'll look over here and you let me know.
Tina said politics.
All right. I think I have those for sure. Oh, that's a good one. I decided I need 2 questions that I thought was funny. Okay. Here's the first political one that came on. And Jules, thank you for the love. All right. Sunny, hello. What is MTG's future? Marjorie Taylor Greene's future.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Surprise!
He scared me.
Axel, what you doing? Axel, beautiful Axel.
You heard me reading on MTG.
Okay. We're going to see a shaking and a losing of ground coming in. I'm getting the month of January with this with her. It may be the beginning of the shaking with her, but she's going to start losing ground. Okay, I'm going to throw cards if you guys want to go.
Tina said her husband will take her down in the divorce.
I am supposed to use this deck, apparently. But you guys can go. Indictment and silver bracelets.
This is a random fact.
Okay.
I'm sad to say that we share the same birthday.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
I know.
You definitely are on you don't live in the shadow part of your birthday.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Of your sign or whatever. Okay. Thank you, Sharon Sight. Hugs to you. Sweet and salty. My condolences.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The party is okay. Okay. Yep.
Debsy, that is true. That is a true fact.
Oh no.
All right. Do you guys want me to go or?
I'm having a cat disaster. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, Kev, are you going?
No.
Okay, I'll go. All right. So yeah, like I said, I do feel that shaking coming. I do feel that the shaking and then losing of the ground. It's like it's not a quick drop off. Losing the ground losing. So I have the 5 of Pentacles coming out for her immediately. So this is the center of her whole reading. What we're going to be looking at is she's going to be on the outs, right? As information comes in against her, a lot of messaging here in regards to her and who she's connected to, right? And then but they're going to be she's going to be holding on as hard as she can with those who she's collaborated with that 3 of Pentacles. So you have that happening there where she's connected to others. So it's not just her, but she'll be connected to others. And then the result of this, you guys, the result of this, I have the 10 of Swords coming in for her. And this card says the darkest before the dawn, and that is coming. And then the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. She's going to find herself needing to defend herself. She is, and with that 8 of Swords, that's often like whoa, she may face some jail time, but so she's going to find herself in defending herself in regards to something that she's, I don't know if it has to do with fraud or whatever they do with these people. I don't know, but she has trouble coming at her. All right. Passing it on to you guys.
Okay. I'll just quickly echo that because I'm not totally familiar, but this card has come up before, just in that kind of underground, the secrets, and then the energy of that release. So things really coming to the surface. And in that energy, the direction, quite literally, and I love it. Bye, Birdie.
What's that one?
Wrath. It's the Wrath card.
Oh, the Wrath.
So yeah, there will be feathers a flying. So that's the.
I got the repairman. I think she does think that she has an out with this. She is a little delusional, as we know. And, she thinks that she can fix her current situation. And I got rock. That could either be her standing firmly like a rock, or she's as dumb as a rock. I kind of see it both ways, really, because she's fairly clueless. I got glasses. Laser focus on her and her dealings and her connections with others. There's a tornado coming where she's concerned. Yeah. I got home in tears. I don't know if this is based upon the personal life affecting what's going on with her professional life, but there is a downfall coming her way. I actually had 2 other cards, but
look at that. You put that up, that house in the tears, and right when you put that up, Chris's comment came in. Her husband is going to out her to get rid of her.
Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. Getting hit from, that would make sense to the 10 of Swords too, because that's pretty personal when the 10 of Swords come at you. Oh, interesting. Well, there's an interesting twist. Okay, well, there you have it.
Yeah. Did you say 6 months? Oh, because they're pointing in that card. Within 6 months. Within
6 months. I said the beginning of it. We're going to start seeing the shaking start around January.
Yeah.
But but again, like I said, it's not like a drop off. It's like a, you're going to see it kind of, go downhill from there. Okay. All right. We're going to do one more roll, and then we're going to be going into, doing our prayer time, guys. And today I feel very, very important day to really link in. So let's go ahead. And we have ET and we have politics. Gosh, no personal questions came up today.
Wow.
Hi, Gertrude.
Oh, hi, Gertrude. Nice to see you. Welcome.
All right, Jeffrey. All right, politics is the first one that came up. Let's take a look.
Politics.
Okay. And there is a political one, I think. Will Special Counsel Smith, Jack, 45 doesn't know Jack
yet.
Lisa?
Yeah,
that's our new T-shirt. 45 doesn't know Jack.
I love that.
So Jack Smith began indictments with the former guy's enablers in Congress. So not just the former guy, but also the enablers. Will he be looking into those behind the 45? Will he start there?
It almost sounds like the natural process of things, right? to get the surrounding peeps before they get to the big peep?
They kind of always start there and have them behind the scenes giving up stuff. So they don't have to
Kind of have to build your
go
way
to
up
jail.
to the former guy.
Wouldn't that be the perfect t-shirt, William? 45 doesn't know Jack. Okay. What's happening?
Oh.
You guys can go ahead whenever you're ready. Okay.
I mean, I want to say, I'll show you what I have here. The very first card I got was actually the 10 of Pentacles, wealth. So hit them in their pockets, right? That might be something that's going on. But I got the Lovers, and I got
or all the people connected to the money.
dark money.
Dark money, yeah.
Yeah. And then the 3 of Cups, abundance, with the Lovers card. Here we are again with the connections. I'm seeing that as a yes on getting the enablers in Congress. I also got the Prince of Wands. In this deck, it's the Journalist. I might have said this before in a previous reading, but I feel like they're going to use the media in a way that's going to be to their benefit, as in there's often too much of a case where maybe too much information is being shared in the media. I think they're going to kind of keep a tighter wrap on some things this time around, as best they can. That's how I feel about that. And then I got the Prince of Discs, the day trader. And I think that Jack's got a good team. I think he's already dispersed some people out there to really start with negotiating and getting kind of a good list going to start their process with all that stuff. It's very, they're not being really willy-nilly about it. They're really being more strategic than they have been before, because this is so important. So, and it sounds like Jack is meticulous. And I've also read that he doesn't lose.
Oh, we like that.
So that's good.
We like Jack.
That's good to know. So this is new for the opposition on this. So yeah, they're going to be coming up against some serious interrogations here. Yeah.
William says 45 needs Jack.
Yeah, he does.
What's that song? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I like that t-shirt too.
Yeah. Totally. I don't know the process per se, but Spirit's making it really clear in the cards that they're showing us. And I got the yes card to start it off. I feel like it's the nature. What is going to prevail is by nature going to come out. I do get that influence of other people, so I don't feel like this will be a solo fight, is what Spirit's saying in that. There will be the distraction, the warning, and these all came from the Crow Oracle. And then I heard to pull from the dream, the shaman's dream. And it's interesting, it was the perfect storm and yet another crow. And in that,
how interesting.
Yeah, so perfect. And so after that, I pulled the dove kind of for that outcome, and it feels like that piece. Well, then I was made aware of the 44, which is the angel number of harmony and peace and balance. So that outcome, I feel like will be really good. So yeah.
Yay.
So perfect.
Chris says that Trump stated, "I will not partake." What? Okay. Whatever. Whatevs.
Yawn.
Yeah, he's taken. Oh gosh. All right. Okay, so he's got the goods. I love. I was just told use Andrea's deck. Yeah, he's taken him down. His focus really is on him. but whatever he does to get to him, I do feel he is going to also pull in those enablers, because you need those people to get to build up your case, right?
Mm.
So yeah, he's going to do that. And it's I think right now, my spirit team is just saying, let's be patient, allow him to do his thing. Of course, we want it to start. We want to see the show now. I do feel it is going to get started. I feel like we're going again. I hear Christmas, or I hear okay. I mean, for me, I hear Christmas present. You know what I mean? But holidays like that, we're going to be gifted something. We're going to see something begin, I feel. But we need to be patient. This is not an overnight deal. But justice is coming. But they need to develop it. Okay. Justice is coming. They need to develop the whole case and have it done. This is unprecedented, right, guys? So they need to get it done, and get it done correctly, and like that. So here we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So that is very positive for an outcome in all of this. So we can hold on to that. So breakthrough, clarity, truth, and Ten of Cups is solid. Yeah, happy. There you go. Oh, and one more card in regards to this. And I thought it was funny to get this card again. 1111.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
On a platter.
On a platter. On a platter, guys. All right. So now we're going to switch gears. And we're going to take some time to step into prayer. And today is well, every time we do it is significant and important, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, there you go. Let us go ahead and let me go here. I hear music. Marvita hears music. Oh, we didn't read it. Okay. Yeah, Deb C says, I think that Garland gave Jack info ahead of time so that he can jump on it. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. Handed him over everything that they have so far. Okay. Oh, the music just stopped. How interesting. Okay. So I'm going to start going through the prayer. If you guys have prayers, or we also will pull in all the unspoken prayers as well. So no worries about that. If you're just watching or don't want to share, that's okay. We add it in. But put your intention in. Look at my hair. You guys didn't tell me. Sorry, you guys. I just threw it up this morning. I was just like, I don't even have time for this.
I love the sloppy bun. I tell you that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we start. Jill, thanks for prayers for her granddaughter, who is in the NICU. Last week, the power of prayer was evident as her breathing started to improve. And we will continue to hold space for her. But blessings. Wow. Oh, okay. Solar's special prayers for her granddaughter, that she gets this remote job, needs to fit her special needs son's special school schedule. Got it. Miter, let's cry. Let's just cry. Let's do it. Because when you cry, you are literally holding space for others who are in the depths of the grief as well. So you guys, if it comes onto you today, just cry, hold that space, and then release. Oops. Okay. I'm just scrolling through the questions right now to get to the prayers. Be cool if we had 2 different starred sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the prayers I wanted to put up in regards to this subject. And then we have Thankful Mom praying that I'm able to buy a house next spring. And
Thanks, Willow.
you know what? I'm going to put this up. Adrian put a question up here in regards to the Gen Zers shape direction of politics in the U.S. I want to put this in the prayer because I want to just empower those Gen Zs, you guys. So I'm putting this on the prayer. Okay. For my 99-year-old dad, we just had to put his dog. Oh yeah, Karen, that's right. We had to put his dog Charlie down, and worried about your dad. Yeah. Genealogy. Yeah, that we learn to love one another. Yes. Chris, prayers that all guns in the world go silent. Yeah. Sharon Sipe, sending prayers and love and big hugs to everyone. Yes. Wolf Girl, going for biopsy on Wednesday. Yes. Prayers for healing, sweet and salty. Another prayer as far as the country moving forward in a positive way after all the indictments in House and all. Yeah, for sure. Prayers for Jill's mother, who's losing her memory, and father, who is taking care of her. They are 77, okay? Well, I'm just bringing in prayer for the country. Yes. Maxine, prayers to be able to eat solid food for the first. Oh, yes, Maxine. Ocean View prayers. I can find good roommates soon. Yes, let's get some good roommates in there. I've been struggling with my health and asking for healing. Okay, Water Lily. And prayers for safe Thanksgiving for everyone, travels and all, and no fighting within the families. Prayers for my friend Lori, who lost 2 rescue dogs. Yeah, core. Metatron's wing, benevolent outcome for everyone in the chat. Yes, benevolent outcome for everyone here. D, for daughter to get the job. And for the entire world, yes. Okay, Rose Blue for my parents since my bro passed Thursday. Oh, Rose Blue, holding space. Okay. All right. And for all the unspoken ones, we're just going to grab those on in as well. And I'm going to go ahead and. All right. So let's gather together. And I'm just going to take an extra moment as we move into the circle, you guys, and we're linking in. Remember the linking in. Just grab into the person's arm that you see next to you. So let's all gather in. Hi, everyone. I just want you to take a moment and just really look to your left. Just make that eye contact. That connection, this connection. The reason I want you to take a moment here is because I feel like we all need to feel literally this connection. So then I want you to look to the right and make that eye contact with that smile. of recognition of our souls connecting here. Okay. So whirling around all the prayer requests, we're remembering them together. We're putting them all together in our intentions and moving, putting them forward, holding them out in front of us, and source between us, just as we circle around infinity, circle around this source of love and light. We're all healing, all wholeness is. So placing it in all the prayer, all the intentions, all the prayers right in that source. And then we're going to step back into the linking in. Just continue to hold that space for a minute. Remembering that you can come back and link in anytime you need this week. Bringing all the intentions that come in. Just hugging you all. And so it is.
Mm-hmm.
I love that space. You guys are amazing. This family is amazing. Your energy is just beautiful. Your intention of love and light and healing is so beautiful. I love it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I could stay in there for hours. So blessings to you all this week, and continue to hold space for the prayers that came in today, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids.
So yeah, just remember, I forgot where I was. Okay, I thought for sure this thing was going to fall again. I forgot where I was, but anyways, love each other, hold space.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on our perspective channels. Lisa on Spirit Intuitive Tarot, and Kevin on the Healing Medium. And I feel, Lisa, you have a show in a couple hours. Kevin, you and Kevin going on in a couple hours? Or
Not together.
We hadn't talked about that. No, I wasn't even sure if I was going
I'm
on.
making up a show. I'm
I'm going on with Mark, Spirit Whisperer at 1:00 on my
okay.
channel. Yeah, he's coming on my channel.
Oh, yay. Okay, so Spirit Whisperer is going on Kevin the Healing Medium's channel.
Nice.
At 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So pretty soon. So check that out. I want to thank all the moderators for holding space and doing all you do for us in the chat here. I want to thank all my members for hanging out and the consistent love. And I also really want to thank everyone who donates to this channel. Really appreciate you and your love and that shared energy. So thank you. So blessings to you as you move through this week, and please continue to reach out to the community as you need. And you can always find one of us. We're here with you, and we love you. So blessings to you all. Lisa and Kevin, I love you.
Love you too.
Love you back.
Love to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, love all you guys.
All right. Oh.